Welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing how to sanitize and disinfect your nail tech implements. So this is a container full of dirty implements that I used on clients. So I just need to grab a scrub brush and we're going to go to the sink. So the first thing I'm showing you is a strainer, and this was from Dollarama. I'm sure the dollar store has them too. So I want to fill my sink with hot water. I'm going to grab my Dawn dish soap and I'm going to put some of that in there. And of course, I'm going to fill it up so that when I put the tools in, they are going to be fully immersed in that soapy water. And there's my tools that need to be sanitized, and I'll keep letting that water flow until it is full. And I'm going to soak them probably extra minute or so just to make sure it loosens up that dirt or anything that's on those tools. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to turn it off, and you want to grab a cleaning brush that has a little harder bristles so it just scrubs those tools really good. And I want to do all of the tool, of course. And once I have each tool done, I'm going to rinse off that soapy water, because what I'm going to put it in next, I don't want the soapy water. I want just like a clean, dry implement going in to be disinfected. So I'm just going to speed it up so you can see me cleaning everything and rinsing it off. And then I'll put it on a clean towel, of course, which is to the left. As you see, make sure your towel is clean, of course. And once I have them all washed and rinsed off and put on that clean towel, I will be drying them off, and I will be taking them back to my room because they're going to be disinfected next, and I'll explain the products I use to disinfect them. I've just about got everything washed. The last things that I usually wash, because they're in the very bottom, are my e-file bits. And a little tip or trick with e-file bits, now if you scrub them and you still have dust in the teeth of the bits, you can take a little dabbing dish and put a little bit of acetone in it, and you can soak them, not for very long, of course, and that'll get rid of that embedded dust. And then you can bring them back and wash them and rinse them off and put them on your towel, and they're ready with the rest of the bits. But that's something you can do, so I thought I'd mention that. So I'm just about done now. I'm just doing those bits. So of course I always clean off my brush as well once I'm done and rinse it off, and I even put it in to be disinfected as well after. So just so you know, and then I clean up my mess at the sink and I'm ready to dry them off and take them to my room. The product that I use, it's a high grade disinfectant. It's called Let's Touch, and you can measure out how much you need. It has a little dispenser, and as you can see, if I push it up, it'll go in there and it'll give me the correct amount that I need. So on the bottle, it tells you exactly ratio of water to the disinfectant. I use a 4-liter jug. I'll show you that in a minute. So I'm going to need 4 ounces. You can see it right there. You can choose to do less. I just like to have it done up ahead of time. So what I add this to is I purchase a distilled water jug, and this one is close to 4 liters, as you can see. And I take a tiny bit of the water out of it in order to add the Let's Touch to it, the right amount. And I said I need 4 ounces, so I do 8 of these, because as you can see there, it's a ½ ounce and I need 4, so that's going to be 8 of them. And I take that little bit of water out of the top, and then I start adding that, and it measures perfectly. Now this is my ultrasonic cleaner. This is a must-have. I absolutely love this, and that's the basket. And as you can see, it has a little hole so that the e-file bits don't fall through, and on it you can also see the max line of your disinfectant. So I'll just add the disinfectant right now to the max. So now the basket is ready to go back in. I do suggest wearing gloves when you're doing this. You do not want to get that disinfectant on your hands. It's not a good thing to do. So I'm going to add the implements now, and I'm being very careful not to get it on my hands, but I usually have a glove on. So I definitely have to be extra careful because I don't. So once all of the implements are in the machine, I'll explain what it does and how long to turn it on for. What I really like about this machine too, it's quite a big basket. It's 600 mils. So as you can see, as I'm adding, it holds a lot of implements. So it's nice that you can do it all at once. Still adding, still have room. So it's ready to go. So I'm going to close the lid. So this machine helps clean your tools as well as it is disinfecting while it's on. So there's different times on it, and you can go from 180 seconds, 280, 380, and 480 seconds. And 480 seconds is 8 minutes. I need to do a full 10 minutes with Let's Touch. So I'm just letting you hear the machine. It's not very loud at all. So once the 8 minutes is done, I'm not going to show it all on camera. Get to the end here. You can see it is finished almost that full 8 minutes. So I'm just going to let you hear what it sounds like when it turns off. It's very quiet. So I still need to soak them for an additional 2 minutes, and it doesn't have exactly 2 minutes. So I'm going to go to the 180, and when there's 60 seconds left, I will shut it off, and then I have my full 10 minutes. So that it's happened now. So we're going to take everything out. I'll explain what I do. So I have another clean towel, and then you're just going to grab that basket. And as you can see, I now have my glove on. Never touch that cleaner with your bare hands. So I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to take it to the sink. Make sure you close the lid when you're done so you don't get dust in there. So now that we're at the sink, the nice thing about the basket is you can just rinse everything off in it if you want. I'll just take everything out and make sure I get all of the disinfectant off of the tools. And then you're going to put them on a clean towel again. And once you have them all rinsed off, I won't show you everything, then you're going to dry them. And then I'll show you what I use once that is done. Next, I use my preempt, which is in a spray bottle, diluted with water to the right amount. And I spray this container on the inside, and this surface cleaner sanitizes it. So it's ready for the implements. So I grab the implements, of course, with a glove. You should not touch them with your hands. It's best not to. I'm just showing you in the video, but normally I would have 2 gloves on, and then everything would be transferred with the gloves, which is always cleaner if you do it that way. And once I have them all dried and in there, then they're ready to go for my clients. Then I take it to my room, and before a client, I will have my gloves on. I'll pull out the ones I need for each client so I don't contaminate the ones that are in there disinfected. Let me know if you found this video helpful. This is what I was taught when I was certified as a nail tech, and it's very important. It keeps your clients healthy, keeps yourself healthy, and that is so important in this industry. So if anybody does not know how to do this properly, make sure you check that they do. Some of the things that can be picked up from dirty implements are tuberculosis, hepatitis A and B, and HIV. So check when you go to a nail tech that they are certified and know how to sanitize and disinfect properly. Thanks everybody for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see everybody in the next one.